This is a bag of watercress from Tesco's and it cost me £1.48, and with this I'm hoping to reduce the amount of blanket weed in my ponds. If you'd like to see how I do it, keep watching and I'll explain how I'm doing it. Okay, the first thing I need to do is to go through my watercress and identify that watercress that is actually good and solid and looks like it would root. So some of these are just little leaves that probably would root. Some of these are just little leaves that would root if you're actually putting it into here. However, I've got another one here which is a great example of one that will root very beautifully. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate out all these that are looking like solid little branches, and we are going to do the next step. So let me fast sort them through because I am one-handed right now. If you have one like this, normally what they suggest is you actually pull off one side of it like that in order to create a node where rooting can actually take place. So we got a node here, and so I'm going to get a few of those and then I'll come back to you. In addition to watercress, I have actually got to have a plant pot, and this is one of the many pots I have at home. These are clay bowls which I've already rinsed out in order that I can actually use them to hold the plants in place. And this is part of an exercise form which I've actually cut up to act as my float for when we put the plants in the pond. So guys, I thought I'd explain a little bit further about how I can actually use the watercress as well to do exactly the same thing as what I have done with my giant leaf mustard. So what I'm doing is I've actually washed out these clay bowls and I'm going to put them in like that. Some of them are quite tiny, but I've identified ones that actually look like they will actually root because they've got areas of nodding where other plants are starting to grow. So a little bit like you would actually do the basil, you can actually do it with this. And then I'm actually just putting them in around the edge of this pot. And then what I will be doing is I will actually be getting them held in place using the clay bowls. Something else I will do is I'm not going to waste the rest of this watercress. I'm actually going to take it to the allotment and throw it in the pond in the hope that it will take root. If it doesn't, it will rot, but that's all right as well. It's not the end of the world. So let's make sure these are in properly. And then what I'm going to do is, hold on. I'm going to pour in some of these clay balls to hold these plants in place. Sorry, I'm crossing over as I do this. And then I'm going to get another one of these because this looks quite enthusiastic about life before it was actually uprooted. And I'm going to push it in there. And I'm going to push it in like that. And let's see if we can find another. This is another one. So I'm going to push it in. The clay balls are nice because you can easily push plants into them without a problem. I've got another one here which also has a root node area here which will actually be able to, and we're going to put it in there. And then I'm going to add a few more clay balls. And as I've said, I will be doing another one with mint because mint will grow really well. And then I'll also do another one with chives. So I think these are too many clay balls, so I'll take some of them out. And then I'll push the plants in again. So some may take and others may not, but it's not a worry, because I can always buy another bag of watercress and put it in. So until the weather is warm enough, because I know that, oh, apologies for that. I know that watercress apparently is not very good in cold weather, and we are still having a little bit of frosty weather. So I'm just pushing the watercress into the clay balls so that the clay balls can hold it in place, and hopefully these will take root and grow very nicely. All right, so they're in place, they're held. Now let's get my friend on. Okay, I've actually added the float, and what I've done is I've taken it as high up as I can to ensure that when it floats, the water will be touching all the roots, including the ones that are a little bit on the short side. So let's go put it in the pond as well. All right, I'm just going to put this in order to give my babies another hiding place. So we just put this in like that, and we just let it sit. There you go. These will actually float and sit here, and hopefully they will grow. My expectation is that the watercress will actually grow to spread a lot, including these little bits that I threw here. Right, guys, for today, that's it. Hopefully this will work to help reduce the amount of blanket weed in my pond. And I'm happy that we get a little bit of sun for both of these. Mustard leaf doesn't like a lot of sun. If it gets too hot, it goes to seed. So hopefully the fact that the green stalk here will actually protect you from sun for part of the day will help. All right, guys, have a good one.